And welcome back live. CRS 2024 Day 3 coverage continues too as well, of course. Back here, Kirsty Krause, hello in Florida too, with her new single came out. Beaches Be Crazy. It's out there across all those digital platforms too. Again, KKTC True Country 99.9 and our friends over at HighTideCountry.net. Camille Parker.
Yes.
Welcome to CRS.
Thank you. It's my first CRS. I'm happy to be here with
Happy
you.
to have you here too. Let's talk about, I guess, the elephant in the room too, because this thing called the Grand Ole Opry
It's a little
just
thing.
happened. Little thing, just a little bit too. We had the legendary T. Graham Brown on yesterday,
Yes.
the newest member of the Opry.
Nice.
Now you make your Opry debut. Give me
Opry
the
debut.
emotions and everything that went through at that
Oh
night.
my gosh, it's such an honor to stand inside of that circle. I was raised on classic country and learned about all the pop stuff with my friends, but this was the one that goes on the wall at home. I will be the talk of Durham at Thanksgiving this year. It means a lot. I love the Opry family. I love the entire staff and crew. I love that they protect the traditions of country music and always look forward into the future. And they know we're in a changing world, and I love being a part of something that does both, protects past and still looks towards the future.
What got you into music? What was the calling to say, you know what, I'm going to do this not just as a hobby, but this is going to be a career?
Oh man, I was a lonely kid. I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandparents are, they were in their 60s when they started raising me around the time I was 4. So I just needed to find ways to keep myself out of my grandma's hair. So I listened to a lot of music, and then it just became my way to express myself. I wasn't always great with talking about my feelings, but I could write about them, and I could definitely sing about them, and it just stayed with me. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about, of course, we're doing the benefit Show Dog and Friends tomorrow night, or tonight. That's how my schedule's behind. It's tonight, March 1st, not tomorrow night. I can't believe the calendar flipped, too. Show Dog and Friends benefit for Toby Keith tonight at the Wild Beaver. As far as him just being like the giant, the icon, the mega of the business, were you a fan of his growing up?
Absolutely. I think the thing I admire about Toby is that he didn't change for other people. It was Toby through and through. The music is classic. It's true to what he does. He focused on his fan base, and that's something that I'm learning as a new artist is so important. Focus on the people that love you. Don't worry about the things you can't control. And every time I hear those songs that he's made, it's obviously we all miss him, but it's so much to learn from, and to just remember the legends. It's just really, really important that we keep that.
Musical influences for you growing up. I mean, obviously, Toby was a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of everything. I think if we go back to early childhood, there's a lot of Pointer Sisters, Charlie Pride, Ray Charles, Tina Turner's early stuff. When I got to school, I got a lot of like pop influence, what my friends were listening to. So that's when I discovered Shania and the Chicks, and all the other stuff I'm into. Sheryl Crow, Alanis Morissette, Fleetwood Mac. I'm a huge fan of Lindsey Buckingham's work and that kind of thing. So it's all kind of weaved its way through my life, and it's showing up now that we're recording the album.
Yeah, talk about that. 2024 here, some exciting things. Opry debut.
Yeah.
Obviously, the new single came out on my birthday, so I love that too. Back on February 23rd, we're spinning out there,
That's very
which
cool.
is great. The song, a little backstory of it with the single, and now you're looking for this full-length album, right?
Yes.
Tell us all about this. Yeah.
So when we got started last year, I just said if I'm gonna have to develop in front of everybody, we're gonna throw everything against the wall, get it all out creatively, so that by the time we get to this album, it's focused and it's centered. And that's what we've been doing. Spinning Out is that. I really just needed a good song for a bad day. You get a couple things thrown at you as a new artist, and I was like, I don't want to pretend that it's all perfect. Some days you really are just spinning out. But now we're in the studio writing the album. I'm really excited about it. There's going to be a lot of influences in my past, a lot of that old Sheryl Crow influence, Stevie Nicks influence is kind of coming through. Focus on good storytelling, because that's what I love to do the most. And I live by tell the truth and make them dance. So we're going to have some real heartfelt stuff on there, but we're going to have enough to get you going and get you up.
We at dance halls, like I said, two-step into Camille Parker's
gotta do
music.
it.
What makes a good song, in your opinion? What just makes a good song?
For me, I could sit here and say it's always storytelling and big, long stories, but I try to get things that are just on a human level, easy to digest, easy to understand. You know what I meant when I said it through the way that I relay it in the song, but also things that like stick with you for your life. Is it something you want to drive home to? Is it something you want to listen to during a breakup, or if you're falling in love? Those things, to me, those are the ones that really make them stick for a long time.
This female movement, I'm putting you right in with it too, because I asked Priscilla Block this the other day,
Yeah,
and she blew up. My God, it was just like, I've seen her when she came out with a song "Thick Thighs," and then she had some things. Sarah Jones was writing with her and touring and things like that. How far she's come in the last 2 or 3 years now to her own tour and what she's doing on Universal Music. Crazy story. This movement now and just what it means for the women getting their calling in country music.
Yes.
Talk about that for me.
So my early childhood was during the time when this was happening the last time. So this was normal to me. I thought that this was always what it was. We just go in and we she-ra our way through through everything. So it was a little bit sobering when I realized that, things do have ebbs and flows, but I think strong women with something to say will always rise to the top. Women who know who they are and want to invite other women to be a part of discovering themselves, those are the things that I think will always move you forward, no matter if it's in style or not.
I love this town because there's so much talent in singer-songwriters on every corner of every street. Because I call it Nash Vegas now. It never sleeps. So when it comes down to it, almost 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, somebody's playing at some bar trying to get their music out, and of course their artistry too, which makes this as healthy as it's been in a very, very long time too. So I know that's exactly why people have to move here, because this is Music City, right?
Absolutely.
And I love this town.
Yes.
I love it. All right,
very much.
I'm going through a little conundrum here because what hot chicken do I need to try? Because Hattie B's or this Party Foul, or they're saying, what's the other one? Princess Hot Chicken.
I'm a Princess girl.
Okay, so I need the original.
I'm
we're
a
going to do.
Princess girl.
Okay.
Yeah, I love all the others too. But if it's been a long night and I need a little pick-me-up.
What spice level are you? The mild, medium, or do you get the hot?
Well, my family's from the South and my grandma's a West Indian woman. So we like the spice around here. So the spicier, the better, typically.
I'm just going to get the hot. Just got to do that too as well. Take a bite and just
you
let it go.
You got to get that dipping sauce there too.
Give me some other favorite restaurants that you like to go when you're just in town here, because you live here now, right?
I do live here now.
Okay.
I do live here now. I've got like a bit of a coffee kick.
Now.
All right. So I've been going to Barista Parlor. I've been going to Steadfast, and anywhere that I can get to in my car on the way to a writing session or a rehearsal. That's really what it was. I wish I had more time to sit down and tell you all the fancy new places in Nashville, but it's really just like Dino's late at night, which is my favorite dive bar burger spot. And it's just coffee shop. I could take you on a whole tour of Nashville.
It's called
coffee
Dino's.
Shop. Yeah, Dino's is one of my favorite dive bars.
Do you drive through and drive out?
No, Dino's that's where you go after. The
after.
Yes.
Which is there too. All right, for pizza here in town, somebody told me to try something like a 312, which is in Chicago. It's somewhere, I guess it's over there by Live Oak or somewhere in that area on DeMumbry too. But what toppings go on a Camille Parker pizza?
Oh my gosh! So you gotta have extra cheese.
Yes, you do.
I love a little banana pepper. I don't think I'm going to make a lot of friends with that one. I like sausage on mine too. And sometimes a little bit of roasted garlic. I'll get into it. I just like big flavors. I know the people at home are like, what is going on with this girl and her pizza choices?
I like this Hawaiian one now that I was always reluctant to try, between pineapple and the Canadian bacon ham, whatever.
Yes.
But it gives you that sweet, salty.
Well, have you had the Hawaiian with the barbecue sauce?
No, I need to do that. I've got to have that. Hawaiian with the barbecue sauce. That's a new one, whatever chain I go through or whatever else we get pizza to as well. That's what we're going to do. All right, the first time you step behind a microphone at any level of your music career, what song came out?
Oh, it's probably Jesus Loves Me in church choir. It was my first solo. And I was like, oh, this is great.
The classic one for Bible school, or the classic one of the church, no doubt about it. Hey, appreciate you being with us. We're going to do a full-length one of these when we get back home to the studio and have you come on. Guitar player, play some music too. Grand Ole Opry debut, one of the hottest ones. She's spinning out. She's got a full-length album coming out. Camille Parker here as we continue our coverage. CRS 2024 rolls on here. A few more. Haven Madison from American Idol. She's coming up here in a little bit virtually on the show too as well. KKTC, True Country 99.9, and HighTideCountry.net. Stay tuned for a lot more.